Namaste. Welcome everyone. The purpose of today's practice is to cultivate awareness and balance to the throat chakra, Vishuddha in Sanskrit, situated at the center of the throat. By tuning into this chakra, we are not only enhancing our ability to communicate freely, openly, and honestly, but also to listen more intently to our inner voice, deepening our connection to ourselves and to the world around us. We will engage with breath work, some gentle movements, and various asanas, poses, specifically designed to stimulate and activate this chakra, bringing harmony and balance. I encourage you to listen to your body and trust your intuitive wisdom, knowing that each step you take brings you closer to living in alignment with your truth. You might need a belt, a block, and definitely a blanket for this practice. And come to a seated position, cross-legged, on the floor, or any other seated position that is comfortable for you. Ensure that your back and spine is straight and tall. And gently close your eyes. And begin by taking a few deep breaths to relax your body and mind. Releasing any tension from your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, with each exhale. We'll begin with the Ujjayi breath, the ocean breath, also known as the victorious breath, followed by Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock. So apply the Ujjayi breath by constricting the back of the throat as you inhale and exhale through the nose. Creating a soft, audible sound like the ocean waves. You can achieve this breath by imagining you breathing through a straw. And focus on your breath. On the next inhale, lift the sternum and lower your chin, pressing the chin toward your chest. And hold your breath for as long as it's comfortable. And to release, lift your head and exhale slowly through the nose with the Ujjayi breath. And repeat. Inhale, lift the sternum, lower your chin at the top of the inhalation, and hold your breath. And lift your head and release slowly. And repeat this for several breaths at your own pace. synchronizing the movement of the chin with your breath. Last one. Release the bandha, the lock, and return to your natural flow of breath. And take a moment to observe any sensations or effects. Notice how you feel, both energetically and physically. Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock, harnesses, regulates, and redirects the flow of prana, life force energy within your body. It stimulates the throat chakra, deepening the connection to one's inner self, promoting an overall well-being. You ready? Open your eyes. Take a deep inhale. Lift through the crown of the head and exhale. Bring your left ear toward your left shoulder without moving the shoulders. And reach around the top of the head with your left arm to pull a deeper stretch. You can extend the opposite hand or rub and massage your neck and shoulders. Releasing tension from this area. And bring it back to center. Inhale, lifting through the crown. Exhale, draw the right ear to the right shoulder. Lift the right hand and pull it closer. And extend the opposite hand. Or release tension from the area. And release. And bring both hands to your shoulders. Inhale. Press the elbows together. Lift your hands up. Exhale, circle them back. And continue. Moving your shoulders with your breath. And reverse the direction. Inhale up, exhale down. And release. Inhale, lift your left hand up directly in front of you and move it across your body. And grab the left elbow and bring it as close as you can to your chest. And turn your head, gaze over your left shoulder. Your arm is shoulder height, parallel to the floor. Elbow is straight. Hold and breathe. And release, and we'll switch side. Inhale, right arm directly in front of you, shoulder height, and move it across your body. Grab the elbow with your opposite hand and turn your head, gazing over your right shoulder. Arm is parallel to the floor, elbow is straight. Hold and breathe. And release. And I will turn sideways, pressing the tailbone into the mat, and interlace your hands behind you. Roll the shoulder back, strengthening the elbows, drawing the shoulder blades toward one another. And lift your head up, stretching the front of the throat. Inhale deeply, lift and expand for a couple of breaths here. And on the next exhale, bow forward. Placing the top of the head on the mat, option to use a block. And lift your hands up behind you, opening the shoulders and your upper back. Pressing the chin toward your chest, compressing the thyroid gland and the parathyroid gland, which stimulates and rejuvenates them. And slowly come up. Inhale, lift your both hands up over your head. And place the left hand beside you, the opposite arm up and over. You can come all the way on the forearm without lifting your buttocks. Creating space on the right side of your body. And you can turn your head from side to side. Releasing tension in your neck. And come up. Both ends up. On the inhale, exhale, place your left hand down on the mat and the opposite arm up and over. You can come all the way on your forearm if it's possible, while grounding through the sitting bones, stretching the left side of the body. And you can turn your head. Inhale down, exhale up. And rise up. Both hands up. Inhale. Exhale. Place your right hand on the opposite knee and twist. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, twist to the other side. And continue to flow here with your breath. And back to center. And come into Virasana, hero pose, sitting on your heels. Inhale, lengthening the spine, lifting through the crown. Exhale, bow forward. And place the crown of the head on the mat. Reach your feet. Option to use a belt here. And on the next inhale, lift your hips up into the air, tailbone facing upward. Drawing the crown of the head as close as you can to your knees. Coming into Sandasana, rabbit pose. This asana stretches the entire spine, the shoulders and the neck. Stimulating the throat chakra. This is a deep hugging into the self. Good for inner listening. And release. Come down and place the forehead on the mat for a couple of breaths in Balasana, child pose. And come to table pose in Brahmasana on all four. And make sure that your wrists directly underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Inhale, lift the tailbone, arching your back, head up high. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round into the back. Chin toward your chest. And continue a few more cats and cows. This time, stay here in cat pose, Vithalasana. You can even come on your tips of the fingers. Tuck the chin toward your chest. Spreading the shoulder blades wide across your back. And breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. While pressing the chin toward your chest. Drawing the belly in. And release. Walk your hands forward and come in prone position on your belly. And begin the fluid cobra. Moving in a way that makes your body feels good. Rolling the head one side and the other. Bending the elbows. lifting one leg and the other, releasing any tension you may be holding on to. And place the forehead on the mat. And take a moment here to feel the earth beneath your body. On the next inhale, press your hands into the mat and lift your head, your chest, roll the shoulder back, strengthening the elbows. Coming into Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Bring your legs together, squeeze in your glutes, engage your legs. Lift your head up high, opening the throat chakra. And release. Come on all four, cross your legs over and come sit on your buttocks in Dandasana. With your spine tall and long. And place your hands behind you, fingertips facing forward. And on the next inhale, lift your hips up, creating a diagonal stretch from the tips of your toes to the crown of the head. Squeezing the glutes, engaging your core, lift the sternum. In Parsvottanasana, incline plank pose. Hold and breathe. And lower your hips down and walk your hands further away from your body. Soften the sternum, bend the elbows, and feel the stretch at the top of your shoulders. Take your head back, opening the throat. Hold and breathe. This is Nukalasana, mongoose pose. Breathe into the sensations in the shoulders. And rise up back to the Dandasana with the spine tall. Flex your feet, pressing the back of the knees towards the mat. Tailbone down the back. Inhale, lift both hands up over your head, lifting your ribs, drawing the shoulder blades back. Keep that lift as you exhale and bow forward as far as you can. And allow your hands to fall naturally wherever you are. Or interlace your fingers underneath the sole of your feet. Coming into Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. And gently rise up. And the next few asanas, we can use the folded blanket and fold the mat over it. If you have only one mat, you could just use the blanket to elevate the shoulders and release pressure from your neck. So place your head, the back of the head, flat on the mat, shoulders and neck elevated. The cervical spine should not be pressed down. And grounding to the back of your body. Arms are rested by your side, palms facing down. And bend your knees and bring them to your chest. And with engaged core, bring it to your face. From here, extend your legs backward towards the ground, drawing the shoulder blades toward one another, option to interlace your hands. Keeping the neck neutral, coming to Alasana, plow pose. If your feet don't touch the ground, you can use a block or two. Hold and breathe. Option to apply the Ujjayi breath. Stimulating the throat chakra, releasing any blockages from this area. From here, bend your elbows and place your hands on your lower back. And lift your legs up. Coming to Hardha Sarvagasana, supportive shoulder stand. Pointed your feet and keep your legs strong, squeezing the glutes, drawing the belly in. This inversion encourages the flow of prana, life force energy, to your upper body, to your head, nourishing your brain cells with oxygen and blood, which improves your memory, concentration, and awareness. You can stay here for several more rounds or come to a full shoulder stand, stacking your body directly over your shoulders. Hold and breathe. And slowly come back to Alasana for several more rounds. Or bend your knees and bring them closer to your ears, squeezing in towards the center of your body. Coming into Karapidasana, here pressure pose. This is a deep stretch to the entire spine, a deep folding into the self. Option to bring your hands over your legs. Hold and breathe. Slowly place your hands down on the mat, palms facing down, and roll your spine gently back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Remove the blanket. And take a moment to relax after a deep stretch in your back. Bring your hands underneath your buttocks, legs together. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, place the top of the head on the mat as a counter pose. In Matsindrasana, fish pose. And gaze toward your nose. You can stay here, or you can lift your legs and your hands in a 45 degrees. And release. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, place it back on the mat. Hands by your side. Lift your feet off the ground and drop your knees to your right while turning your head to your left. And breathe. Legs back to center and drop in to the opposite side while turning the head to your right. And back to center, extending the legs in front of you, wider than a hip distance apart. Arms are relaxed by your side, palms facing upward. Coming to the final pose in Shavasana. Close your eyes and begin by taking a few deep breaths. allowing your body to relax with each exhale. Scan your body from head to toe, releasing any tension you may be holding on to. As you continue to breathe deeply, bring your awareness to your throat chakra, Vishuddha, located at the center of the throat. Visualize a bright sky blue light glowing and pulsing at this area, representing communication, expression, and creativity. Bring your attention back to your breath and observe the natural rhythm of the inhalations and exhalations. Notice how your breath flows effortlessly in and out of your throat, releasing any blockages in the area, allowing for a full, open, and authentic expression, free from all fears, doubts, inhibitions, and limitations. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Taking a deep stretch. And roll on one side of the body. And slowly come to a seated position. Bring your hands at your heart and bow your head in gratitude for this practice. And take a moment to acknowledge the balance and harmony you have cultivated within. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.